chicken, and are you curious about finding out how you can make a unique chicken dish that will impress everyone? Then why don't you continue with my video, because I will be showing you today in this video how to make a wonderful dish with chicken and walnuts and many other flavors that will give you a feast in your mouth when you taste it. So this is called Circassian chicken. It's a totally different way of making chicken. It's not fried chicken. It's not the chicken that you marinate in different sauces. This is going to be a unique chicken dish that you can bring to any occasion and it will become the center of attention. So why don't you have a look at the list of the ingredients and I get things ready here. Obviously we have chicken, and then we have walnuts, garlic, onions, carrots, celery, and some spices like coriander, red pepper, salt and pepper, obviously, and then some bread. And if you have some stale bread, the old bread from a couple of days ago, that will be even better. We're going to need some time, so let's start as soon as possible. We have two parts actually, so the ingredients that I need for the second part, I'm just going to put them aside for a while. Shall we start with the first part of our chicken recipe? So I have a big pot. I put my chicken in there. What I'm going to do right now is adding some of my vegetables here. I have one onion, cut it in four. You don't have to chop this because this is only going to give flavor. And when you're done, we're going to be using the chicken stock. So it will be easier to separate the vegetables and the chicken stock afterwards if you have these big pieces rather than chopped onions. So 4 pieces of onion, and then I roughly chopped big chunks of carrot. I put them there as well. I have the 1 stalk of celery that I will be using as well. Again, roughly big chunks of this. I put it in there. I put salt and black pepper seed. So I'm going to put them there. And obviously we need lots of water. And we're going to put about 1.5 liters, maybe a little bit less than that, of water in there. Oops. There we go. I might add a little bit more later. This is going to cook for about like 1 hour, 1.5 hours. We want to get the chicken as soft as possible. So in order for us to get a soft meat from the chicken, because we're going to be using the meat part, and it has to be easily torn apart. So we're going to boil this or cook this for a long time, at least 1 hour, it might be 1.5 hours, in the meat heat, and I'm going to close the lid of this, then I can have a good result. So I see you whenever it's done. Welcome back. The chicken is ready. It's been more than an hour, and I can already feel that it's very, very soft, the chicken. So I let it cool down a little bit because I will peel them into very little pieces by hand, and it will be very difficult when it's warm. So I thought, why don't I show you how beautiful the chicken stock is, and we can continue with the second part of the dish so that we will be ready to mix the chicken and the second part, let's say, together immediately. So I just want to show you the stock. It looks gorgeous, and we're going to be using this. So I'm just going to put it aside, but this is going to be one of the essential parts of our dish because it's going to give a wonderful taste, a unique taste. It's going to be chicken with lots of chicken flavor, but at the same time, there's not only chicken in there. We put onion, carrot, celery. Those things give lots of great taste to the dish. So I'm putting it aside. And before starting to crush or grind my walnuts, I'll just make something quickly. I'll prepare the breads. I mean, I have 4 slices of bread. If you have stale bread, that's even better. This is normal toast bread. And I know that there are different sizes. So if you have the bigger ones at home, don't use 4 of them. 2, 3 would be enough. 2.5 actually. So I have the small ones and thin ones. So I'm going to be using 4 of them. What I'm going to do is roughly 2 by 2 actually. Break them into big chunks like this. Put it in a plate quickly. Just break it into 4. That'll be fine. And then take some of my chicken stock and put it on it so that they get softened. Until they do, why don't I start preparing the walnuts? And these are very special because this is from my father's garden. He takes care of his walnut trees, and we are blessed to have fresh and organic walnuts from my father's garden. I'm not going to grind all of them together. I'll do it gradually, like half and half. I'll just put them like this. It is kind of up to your taste because some people do not like having these chunks of walnut in their dish. In this dish, it's going to be great, so I strongly recommend. But to avoid that, maybe what I could do is do the half really, really finely. It's going to become almost like a powder. And then I do a second time, and this time I will leave a little bit of chunks in there. I blend them a little bit less than the first one. So I'm going to put the second part. So I'm just going to blend it for a little less time than the previous one. Now I'm going to continue adding the other ingredients as well. So I have garlic. Mine are really, really big, so I'm using only 3 cloves of garlic. I just put them like that. Since I'm going to blend them, it doesn't matter. I don't need to chop them. Let's have a look at our spices. Obviously, we have salt and black pepper and red pepper, mild one. I'm not using the hot spicy one. And we have coriander. Let me just sprinkle them here like that. So we're going to add these in there as well. I think I will have to add them gradually because I don't have too much space. Not bad. Oh, I can do it, I guess. Yeah. So we put all the spices, we put the garlic, we put the bread, and we're gonna mix them together. Of course, we will add some stock again. Don't forget to add stock, chicken stock from time to time. Make things soft and delicious because this is going to give a beautiful taste. Okay, I'm going to close it and I'm going to continue once again. We're trying to achieve a very runny, juicy consistency. So I will keep on adding the chicken stock just to make sure that we have that consistency. Don't worry, we will do the same when we mix this with the chicken as well. So even though it looks done, it would be better to put more chicken stock. So. Yeah, the consistency is not bad. I'm just going to add a little bit more and mix one more time, and then this will be ready. I actually deboned the chicken, as you can see, and now we have some good chicken meat here. What we need to do, we cannot leave them like this. We're going to tear them apart, like piece by piece. It's going to take some time. If your chicken is too big, for example, if it's more than 1 kilo, for example, you can just separate the chicken thighs to make something else and only use the breast part. I know it's not nice to spend 10 minutes just to be doing this, but honestly, when you taste it, you're going to say, okay, it was worth doing that hard work. And it's kind of like meditation. Just think of someone that you want to rip apart. Just kidding. I know that none of us are stressed. We don't have any issues with anybody. No, we're all fine, aren't we? Especially during the confinement. How are you guys coping with confinement? I think we're doing okay here in Belgium. I mean, as a family, we did well. We are staying at home. As you can see, I'm taking this as an opportunity to create my contents as much as I can. Of course, the life goes on, and of course, we have other commitments to do, but preparing a nice dish is always necessary with or without the confinement. So that's what I'm doing. And I think my family is very happy because they end up eating these delicious food, which is the result of my videos. So thanks to you, I'm feeding my family maybe even better than before. What you could do actually is do the first part of your dish, which is the boiling of the chicken and tearing this apart the day before. If you're preparing this, let's say, for an event that you're going to bring or somebody's going to come as a guest tomorrow, you can prepare it the day before, leave it in the fridge, and the next day when you need to prepare, just prepare the second part, which is really easy because of the blender. You're just blending things, and what you need to do is get the two together. It is important to rip the chicken apart like this because then it can suck all the good flavors of the mixture that we just prepared. I think we're done. I ripped them apart really well. It's never good enough for me, see? I can never finish because I always see like, oh, maybe I can make this one smaller, that one smaller. So I can never finish. But for the sake of the video, I think I have to. We're good. Okay. I'm just going to put it in a container, bigger one, so that I can mix them well. So we have the chicken and our mixture here. It smells gorgeous, this thing. Oh my God. Trust me, it's going to be worth trying this. So, I'll mix the video. I'm going to put this mixture of walnuts, bread, garlic, spices. I'm going to pour it like this on the chicken. The key point here is to mix both of them really well. Perfect. And don't forget, we are trying to achieve a very juicy consistency. So we will take, again, some of that beautiful stock, chicken stock, and mix. Again, make sure that you are mixing really well. The chicken, every piece of chicken should be covered. I'm going to add more. You have to decide about the consistency. It should be too juicy, but at the same time, the chicken will absorb all the juice. So you don't want to end up after like half an hour, you don't want to end up with something really, really dry. The smell is so good. I really cannot wait. But I have to wait because I have to make it look nice. Perfect. I prefer to use a plate like this. It's flat, so that it will look nicer. I'm just going to pour it there. Perfect. Let's flatten it. Perfect. But it can look even better. And actually, when I was waiting for the chicken to be cooked, I made another video. I made a lovely, delicious soup that you can make in 20 minutes, actually. So I was done, and I even had time to clean up for the second part of this video. So if you're interested in finding out a recipe that is so fast, yet it's very delicious and refreshing as a soup, please go and check. It's like yayla çorbası. And so I use the time efficiently like that. There, for that soup, I made that as well. We're gonna melt some butter and then mix it with red pepper. Again, it doesn't have to be a hot, spicy one. It's just mild one would be fine. Just to add some color for the decoration. And then pour it over this. If you give me a minute, I'll do that. As you can see, the butter is bubbling. So that's the perfect moment to serve it on the dish. I'm just going to put the plate here and carefully pour this, maybe even just by using the spoon. Again, this is only for decoration purposes. And if you say, I cannot be bothered, I understand. And if you allow me, I will just use a few pieces of parsley just to make it look colorful. Luckily, I had some at home. Just the leaves, you know, here and there. I am so proud of myself. It's ready. And it looks gorgeous. And I thank you very much for watching my video. Well, this is going to create kind of a fireworks effect in your mouth with all the different flavors kicking in everywhere. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, any comments, put them in the comments section down below. And of course, don't forget to like. And if you subscribe, that will be even better so that I can be encouraged to make more movies. Don't forget to press the bell button as well, because that's the only way you can get notifications about my new videos. Thank you very much. Enjoy your lovely dish and see you next time.